Sports and our daily live stream. Appreciate y'all for stopping through. I'm gonna get set up here. Sorry, I was making some coffee. Get myself ready to roll here. Let me shut this big light off, guys. All right, we're ready. Ready to roll. What is up, everybody in the chat? Tom Ford, what's up? Mike Miller, Ruts, what's up? TD, what's up? Daniel Warman, what's up? Brian Hanford, what's up? Yeah, Russ, good. You got your badge back, man. Awesome. D, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. I'm just reading through the chat, guys. Jason, the Bengals are dropping like flies, and the ones who need are holding out for more money. Do you all have any holdouts? Thank you, sir. Right now, no holdouts that I'm aware of any of that kind of situation contractually. We have none of those going on currently at the moment. You are going to have some contract disputes probably here whenever Najee's probably going to try to get a new deal. I don't think Najee's going to do anything like that. I don't think Pat's going to do anything like that. I don't think Cam's going to do anything like that at all. We'll see. I think their new money will come here once everything gets figured out with the full roster before right ahead of the season, guys. So I don't think there'll be anything like that. But I have noticed that about the Bengals. There are several players wanting some new money, man. But you run in, Daniel, with that problem. What do you run into? When you pay those quarterbacks that big monster dollars, man, it just starts to trickle down and it becomes hard, man. And I know you can't win in this league without a franchise guy. You just can't. I know you can get lucky here and there. You get a guy with a resurgent career a little bit. You might get a year or two out of him. But to build that you got to have that franchise quarterback. It's so very hard to win without one, man. And definitely it's something that costs money. And you got to pony up for it, man, for lack of a better term. TD, what's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? Yes, it did take a long time. Yes, man. YouTube, man, is such a stingy bitch, man. It is a stingy bitch. And guys, you know how we do this mafia thing, 99 cents a month. I want to let you know I probably get like 20 cents, 30 cents of that shit. I ain't even bullshitting you. It ain't much. And it's nothing. YouTube gets their cut. That's just how it is. You'd figure with as much money as they've earned off of me already that they would be like, oh shit, we'll push Jason's stuff out there a little bit more. But hell no, they don't. What's up, Tom Ford? I'm going to be pleasantly surprised if the Steelers get Brandon Aiyuk. I kind of doubt it's going to happen now. I thought today was the day, man. I really, really did, man. But it didn't happen. I'm not sure why. I don't know what's going on fully there. But I guess there was reports that Brandon Aiyuk was at 49ers practice, that they're not far apart on this deal, supposedly. But I guess the Steelers do have that trade in place, if it's ready to roll. The only thing we can do, man, is literally allow it to continue to play out. I've been tired of it, to be honest with you. I mean, if it helps the Steelers, awesome. If they don't end up getting them, oh well. That's just what I'm looking at, guys. Who are they playing? I will be at the Pittsburgh Steelers game on August 17th, 2024. Mike, that is the Bills game, so that's cool. Good to see you there, D. Justin, what's up? George T, what's up? John Broadway, what's up, man? Tom Ford, I wouldn't mind seeing Russell Wilson. I think that's the thing there too, guys. When we the headline there was who will start, who will get this second preseason game start, and I think it should be Russell Wilson, and I think he should get a few drives. Then I think you should continue to watch Justin Fields try to develop and hone in on his craft. Guys, again, let's not get overhyped about Justin Fields' camp performance. Has he improved? Absolutely, but we got to continue to wait and watch him in live action, continue to watch him to gain that processing skill, continue to allow him to grow, man. And that's the best thing for Justin Fields right now. I don't want to see him start in those first few weeks. Allow him to get his legs underneath him with this new franchise. Let's see what happens. If Russ, this calf injury becomes more, or he's out for an extended period of time, or, he re-injures it or something, you're going to get your wish. You're going to get to see Justin Fields. But just don't rush him in there, man. Don't wish for it just yet. Allow Russ to get in there, get this ball club moving behind a veteran guy like Russ that's won a championship, played in two. Allow this team to get moving with a guy like him. Allow Justin to get his feet moving underneath this roster, this playbook, this whole franchise. Allow him to just catch his breath, get set, and then allow him to go. Steelers going to get Juju back. That's from Tyrone Johnson. Tyrone, I hope that's an inaccurate thing, brother. And I got to say this, guys. Getting Juju Smith-Schuster back onto the Steelers roster is a massive, massive, massive mistake. I cannot even emphasize that any more than what I just did. Massive, guys. And I like Juju. I think he's a fun person. I think he was an awesome Steeler. I have no ill will towards Juju in any way, shape, or form. I loved him when he played for the Steelers. I thought that he was cool. I didn't mind his bullshit TikToks and all that stuff. He was a young guy having fun. He wasn't like doing anything bad out there. He was a solid young man. I have nothing bad to say about Juju's time in Pittsburgh. But as he's went through with these other teams, Kansas City, New England, you saw Juju hit by the injury bug. You saw Juju's play decline. You saw maybe Juju just start to age out a little bit with his injuries and things. And some people's career comes to an end a little bit earlier than others, man. And Juju Smith-Schuster, in my opinion, is unable to stay healthy at this point. And you are going to be maybe requiring him at times to step up and play a major role because of the depth on this football team at wide receiver. You might. I'm not saying that it would happen, but there's chances that could happen, and that could happen anywhere he goes. But there's chances that he could have to step up and play a major role, and your concern is he healthy enough to be able to be a major contributor? And I think that answer is absolutely no. I just think that to be the case, man. And again, no ill will towards Juju, man. I agree with John Broadway, man. Let's pin that comment up there if we can. Yes, replace pin. No more Juju. I just agree. I like it. Yeah. But I don't disagree with you, Tyrone. I think the possibility is a realistic one, sadly, for the Steelers, in my opinion. What's up, Danny George? Going to lose my badge. My old card paid last month, but got new card to pay, but don't want time in. What do you mean? Time in? Guys, please do not feel bad about ever losing your badge. You'll get your time back. Russ got his time back too if you rejoin or get a gifted membership, whatever the case may be. Don't feel bad about it, guys. I put it there during the seasons when it's going to pay off. We're going to do our giveaway also. I won't take your name out if you lose, your badge, a day in a week or something. Like, I'm not that type of dude anyway. We'll keep you in there. I do have my bowl here, but we're going to do that probably at the end of the week. And we're going to try to give away the plaque. Nobody wants to take the plaque. I've given choices the last couple times, but this time we're going to do the plaque. It's a Super Bowl 40 plaque, man. It's brand new. I'll bring it up for tomorrow's show. Maybe we'll do the drawing tomorrow or Friday. We'll see. Probably Friday when I have more time to prepare and do that because I don't have football on Fridays. But this is the first game week for my boys. They've been busting their ass at practice, so that's really cool to see. My kids get their first live game action this Sunday in regular season, week 1. They actually, my boys, our boys, my guy that coaches with me, Coach Malik, our boys get to kick off the season for the league. I think it's what it looks like is like the first game, so that's pretty cool for our boys. One easy money I would ask for all of your draft picks for 2 years for Brandon. Guys, let's be honest with ourselves. A realistic value for Brandon Aiyuk, in my opinion, is a second and a late rounder. That is a realistic value to me. Any more than that, I think it's an obnoxious overpay, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, and some may feel different. But Brandon Aiyuk, to me, is a guy that, yes, has benefited from that system out there. 1,000% he has. But that's okay. But Brandon Aiyuk is a monster athlete. I understand that. But in no way, shape, or form do you mortgage the future for any player outside of a franchise quarterback. You just don't do it. That it's bad for business, man. You don't back yourself into a corner for a skill position player that can't throw himself the football. That it's just not. It's stupid to do, in my opinion. I just feel like the Steelers historically have built this football team through the draft. And that's just what they've been about. And they're not going to go out there and grossly overpay. That is exactly why you haven't seen the trigger pulled just yet out in San Francisco. Because Omar Khan definitely did not risk this franchise's future in the offer that they gave to him, gave to the 49ers and Brandon Aiyuk, period. They did not do that, dude. Absolutely not. Rudolph was killing it in camp. I haven't got to watch him, D. I do want to check him out now that you bring him up. Mike Miller, I'm spending the night in Pittsburgh, PA. Here we go. Number one. Yeah, man, that's awesome. I hope you enjoy yourself down there, Mike. Glad you get to go. D, in reference to Juju, Peyton Manning was amazing. Would you want him as your QB? Yeah, that's kind of along the lines you're thinking. You know what I mean? A guy that's just... Man, I feel for Juju, man. I do because, I feel like he's still young. He's still a guy that could be a contributor, but, it catches us all, man. Father time, and some catches a little bit earlier in your NFL career. Tom Ford, did you see Chase Claypool was out for the season? Yeah, Tom, I put that in a tweet on X. So if you guys want to follow me over there, it's like under @DubJ. But if you search Mike Drop Sports, you should see our emblem on X and be able to follow us there. Also on Facebook, we do have a Facebook that I have been posting a good bit to the X account. I've been really trying to bring my presence up on there. We've got our followers up to almost a couple hundred, so I'm trying to increase our presence there. Yeah, nobody. I didn't even have any followers whenever I, called out the Minkah Fitzpatrick trade way back in the day. That was a good one for me, man. I got so lucky. Yeah, he is on IR, and Chase Claypool, his season's over, because if you go to the IR, guys, here in the preseason, you're done. You're over. It's over. The season's done. Done deal. And Chase Claypool potentially. That may be a career-ending type injury there, because Chase Claypool already one of those bubble type guys now at this point in his career. Hey, what's up, Steeler Wade Show? Ain't seen you in a while, buddy. Good to see you, Steeler Wade. Thank you, buddy. Good to see you, Steeler Wade. We're gonna have to get caught up, buddy, in chat. Mike Miller, Steelers need number one. We need to beat the Cleveland Clowns. Pittsburgh Steelers has the best team. Yeah, awesome, dude. I do think we need to be. What's the topic? There, everything's the topic. Just Slim Davis. Everything is on the board here at Mike Drop Sports and our daily live show. We just talk, man. We allow you, the guys, the viewers of the Pittsburgh Steelers, the fan base, to have a voice, sound off, and be able to put your comments, questions, and concerns inside of the chat, and be able to have your voice heard in this format. And sometimes during our post game shows, we'll be racking up into viewers. So there'll be a lot of people on here checking it out. So that'll be a cool thing. Again, we're still in this little off-season slump, but we're catching back up here. So definitely a place for you to come and sound off. John Broadway, never overpay, rather get a draft. Yeah, man, you never overpay. The minute you start doing that, you become the laughing stocks, man. The teams that just can't get it together. The teams that are always in the basement, man. And you look at what Cleveland was offering for Aiyuk, for instance, and that's a Cleveland Brown type move, an overpay, a reach. When you put together a monster trade package for a player like that, I don't know. I feel like they've done it in the past, and that's just the type of moves they make. Willie Johnson, don't look now, but I'm back. What's up, Willie? Longhorns having a good season this year. Yeah, no. I don't know enough about the Texas Longhorns, but in my tiny bits of knowledge, I think that the Longhorns could have a decent year and be a player, man. We'll see. What's up, Sean? How are you, my brother? Pirates game. Oh man, Pirates. If you've never been to the Pittsburgh Pirates Stadium, PNC Park, do yourself a favor, buy a cheap ticket. I know the Pirates always suck ass because they don't know what they're freaking doing there. Allow me to come in. I'll be their freaking general manager. I'll use the mafia and we'll go over there and we'll all brainstorm and we'll get that team back on track. But anyway, yeah, man, if you've never been there, do yourself a favor, get yourself a cheapest ticket you can, and just go walk around that ballpark, and you'll be utterly amazed. Russ, I'm tired of the Aiyuk. We don't need him. Van, CA3, and Roman can step up. Yeah, and I agree with Russ on that 1,000% wholeheartedly. And I've been saying it all offseason. People are sleeping on some players on this roster, guys. And I have to caution you not to, because I think this season your eyes will be open to a few players that you are going to start to see really start to take that next step. Will they remain Steelers for a long term? I don't know. But these are guys that are on, rookie deals or short, small deals, players like of that nature that I think are going to be major contributors to the Pittsburgh Steelers this year. I think Calvin Austin III, still on his rookie deal. I think he is going to show out this season. I think he is going to get some opportunities inside Arthur Smith's offense that are really going to allow him to shine. I think the quarterbacks that have big arms are really going to utilize guys like Calvin. I think they're going to be able to hit some of those splash plays because I think the tight end presence in the run game are going to be able to bring that defense up just enough to allow the Steelers to take the tops off of defenses. I know you didn't see it in a preseason game one, but I still feel there's hope here for this offense to be far different than what it was last year. I think Roman Wilson got potential. I think he has potential to continue to grow over the next few seasons. And I got to say this, guys, please stop sleeping on Connor Hayward. He is a mismatch freaking nightmare, dude. And I will stand and die on that hill, man. He is a mismatch nightmare, a guy that can really create some real problems and issues for opposing defenses. And again, it boils down to what? Scheme, guys. Guys, I got to stop on the chat. I'll get back to it in a minute. Let me get a drink. There's something very important here that I think a lot of fans of all different teams, not just the Steelers, all different teams throughout the league, I think they forget, and I think that they don't think of it. Scheme, 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 guys. It's what drives the offense. And if you don't have a good scheme in place, you don't have a coordinator that's able to be different, adjust, and evolve and continue to grow throughout a season, you become very vanilla. Even teams that start out real hot, you'll notice some of those teams that have maybe, not so complex scheme, a more defensive-minded scheme overall for the football team. They may come out hot, defense playing good, i.e. maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll see. I don't know. Hopefully not. But you see those teams come out, they'll win some games, they'll be in the lead, and then they'll start to fall off. Why? Because people are able to figure them out, man. People are able to start game planning and scheming against these more simple schemes that they're putting out there. And you have to remember, scheme is the most important thing. You look at a Kyle Shanahan type offense out in San Francisco. You look at some of these offenses just around the league that are super complex and able to get the mismatches that are required, and that's what it all boils down to. And again, that's why I think guys like Connor Hayward, guys like Calvin Austin, I think will be super valuable. Let's not forget a guy like Van Jefferson. That guy is going to show out this year. The one time he's been healthy in the NFL in his short NFL career, he stood out, and I keep wanting to remind people of that. But again, guys, it boils down to these schemes, and Arthur Smith has to be on his game. He has to step up and provide a different wrinkle each week. He has to allow this offense to continue to grow and grow and grow and never just sit idle and be comfortable with just, we run the football, that's what we do, we're not going to change, we're going to have these same pass play. You can't live like that in the NFL. You can't live like that in college, maybe even against the more higher caliber teams. You have to have different complex schemes that continually challenge defenses and make them think and get them put back on their heels each and every week, man. Scheme, 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 guys. Don't get caught up with all the other bullshit. It boils down to the scheme. And are you putting your players in the proper position to succeed? Because you can have all the talent in the world, and if you have shitty schemes, you're going to lose. You're going to get your ass beat, dude. Super chat. Just Slim Davis, man. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you very, very much. Give me your 12 teams that will make the college football playoffs this year. Also, who is your sleeper NFL team this year? As far as the college football playoffs, I can't give you a accurate answer. I can give you some of the teams that I really have high hopes for. I could do that. Teams that I think maybe could make some real noise. But I have to dive into that a little bit further. I've been really on NFL, and I don't want to give you an inaccurate answer. But definitely, I could give you some teams that I definitely think could be pretty decent here. Hold on. Let me bring up my list. I have my list here. Hold on. I've been doing like lists on my computer here. I'll give you some of my teams that I have high hopes for. Yep. All right. There it is. All right. Oh, hold on. Let's see. I haven't broke down in divisions. I have like the ACC, all that, the Big 12, all that shit. But as far as NFL teams, sleeper teams, I could say this. I think that actually, and I'm going to seem biased here a little bit because this is a Pittsburgh Steelers-centered podcast. And I'm going to say the Steelers because I think a lot of people think that they are going to be the basement dwellers of the AFC North. Across the league, they're picking those guys to be, the basement dwellers, the guys that just, are going to just get killed, man. And I don't think that is the case, in my opinion. I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers are definitely going to definitely make some freaking noise, man. And I just don't know why people want to look at this Steelers team and think that they're going to fail when they're 4-1 within that division or 5-1 within that division last year. I think I keep referring back to that more than anything, more than anything. I really, really think that it's just like, how do you overlook this team? And I know that the quarterback situation might be iffy. I know that the wide receivers position might be not comfortable for some, but I think definitely they'll rise up. A team that I honestly, when we talk about college, that I've been really high on, and I know last year there was a lot of hype surrounding them, was Colorado Buffaloes. And I just think that Shedeur Sanders is the real deal, man. I think also his running mate, what's his name, that kid that plays both ways, Travis Hunter. I think he is a monster, and I think if those two guys are able to remain healthy, I think you might see some special things out of them. I'm not saying they'll be in a college football playoff. I don't know that for sure, but I definitely think that they could be a team in which you could be excited about, definitely. I think West Virginia has a pretty good quarterback. I know they're not good every year or historically good, but I think that they might be able to do some things out of the Big 12. I had them there. Conference USA, I didn't do anything out of that yet. I didn't even look at anybody, so that's not anything. FBS Independent, I didn't do anything. Notre Dame's in there, of course. Mountain West, I didn't really rank anything on there either. Yeah, I'm going through all mine, man. Again, I haven't dove into college football too hard. Pac-12, you have your regular people in there, let's see. Yeah, I didn't really do too much on here, man. There's a lot of blanks, a lot of question marks. I have some notes, but I'm not a big college football person to begin with. I don't normally report on it, but yeah, not a lot of notes, man. So ask me in about a week. I'll take a deeper dive into it. Ask me in about a week. I'll take a deeper dive and I'll go through and really try to break it down conference by conference. Again, I have some notes, but I'm not a huge college football person. I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned about preseason either. Week 5 at home versus Dallas Plowboys. Russ, Jason has been so patient with me trying everything. He knew to get back to the Mafia finally happened today. I was freaking. Yeah, man. Guys, I'll tell you this, guys. I understand things are frustrating sometimes, and I understand. And I'm never going to get bent out of shape. I'm not. Ever. So I'm always going to try to work with you guys, be patient, do what you need to do. I'll try to always help as best I can, man. I really will. So don't worry about anything. Everybody gets excited and pumped up sometimes when shit happens. So it's all right. Don't worry about that. It's all good. All right, guys, we're about 25 minutes in, so make sure we hit the shit out of that like button for me. I'd really greatly appreciate it. And it's good to see a lot of longtime listeners back in the chat. We have D, Russ, John Broadways, the Danny Georges, George T's, the Shawns, normal cast of characters, Daniel, all you guys, man. Willie Johnson, seeing you back there too. Definitely a lot of you guys that have been in the chat so much on a consistent basis. It's good to see a lot of people hopping back into the chat tonight, getting the show back in mid-season form, man. Got to catch a few games in Pittsburgh. Yeah, we do, man. You need to get up here, Sean. With all due respect, fellow Steeler fan, we need Brandon Aiyuk. I want that Super Bowl title. Here's the question I'll pose to you guys, and I know I'm super behind on the chat, guys. Sorry about that. And I try to answer everybody. You guys know that as best I can. But does Brandon Aiyuk make the Pittsburgh Steelers an instant Super Bowl contender? If you ask yourself that right now, like right on the spot, do you feel like one player away, that the Pittsburgh Steelers are one player away, a player like that, at a position like that? Are they one player away from winning a Super Bowl title? And I don't know if that answer is yes. And I would venture to say it'd be a very interesting discussion once he was here. Yes, it would be interesting to talk about, and I think he does provide a little bit of a boost, maybe a game or two. But does he make a difference enough that you are now a contender for the Super Bowl title? Inside of a stacked AFC, guys. The AFC is loaded, bro. Loaded. All the good quarterbacks are in the AFC. I know, not all of them, but there's a lot of them. John Broadway, look at the Cleveland Clowns. They're a desperate team, always need of everything and never solidifying. Jackal. That's the issue right there. When John said never solidifying anything, never finishing anything, that's what's wrong with some of these franchises, guys. They'll go down one path and they'll load up in a position, but they never finish. They never, again, like John said, solidify, build the base, the foundational pieces that you have to build in order to become a good football team. And I think there's teams that are cornerstone franchises of this league that are typically really well run. They understand those assignments. They understand what to do, and that is build in the trenches. They understand that having a franchise quarterback is of utmost importance. They understand the real issues and the real things that drive a professional sports franchise. They understand that you need to build through the draft as much as possible, and you supplement through free agency. You don't go out there and build teams through free agency, throwing monster contracts at anybody and everybody you can. You're not trying to take other teams' issues away from them and put them on your football team at an overpriced high value. And of course, other teams that are looking to offload some of these players and get return on their investment are going to hype that player up. They're going to make that player look like God's gift to football, and they want that overpay, man. They want to get some stupid general manager out there to come in, swoop in, overpay, allow them to yield a high return on investment, and take it from there. And that's the name of the game, man. That's how these general managers work. Daniel Worman Okafor was released. Was he the wrong fit for the Steelers, or is he washed up? Mike Tomlin is my favorite head coach. I didn't see Chooks was released. He might have been. I don't even remember what's been going on with him, man. Let's see. Akora for Let's see if we can find some news on Chooks. Is he even on the team? Oh, no. Yeah, he's been gone. He just probably was. I couldn't even remember what happened to him, to be honest, man. Chooks was so unimpressive. Yeah, that's back from March. I don't even know how I didn't remember that. Yeah, he was released a long time ago. I forgot all about it. Yeah, bro, I got to catch a few games. Yes, we do. We are coming to Pittsburgh, PA on May 1st, 2025. Mike Miller, 40th birthday, biggest celebration ever. That's awesome, Mike. Russ, I think Art gets Connor involved. He got great hands and sneaky as hell. Big year for him. I think so too. Russ, I couldn't agree more with that one. Willie Johnson, I agree with you 1,000,000% on Connor. Dangerous weapons. Guys, that is what this is all about. Let's think about it this way. Do you have to have number one wide receiver? Do you have to have a definitive number two wide receiver? Does it matter at all? Honestly. What is the name of the game, guys? What is the true name of the game? Add as many weapons as you can, as many versatile weapons as you possibly can. That is the name of the game. That is what drives a good offense. Weapons, weapons, weapons. Surrounding the quarterback with as many weapons as humanly possible, but the quarterback has to be able to process, has to facilitate the football to its skill players, but weapons, weapons, weapons. It's not about depth charts and bullshit like that. Just put in the weapons, mix the shit up. Don't be predictable. It's a simple formula, but yet it's so complex to understand for some reason. I don't understand why. All right, guys, let's make sure we hit the shit out of that like button. We're about 30 minutes into the show, so get those likes up. I'd appreciate it. Also, share, subscribe. We are about six people away. Yeah, we've been stuck on 3,494 for a couple days here. So we haven't been doing our live show as much. We've been messy with that. So let's get those 6 subscribers tonight to get to that 3,500 subscriber mark. I truly appreciate that. Also, get yourself that Mic Drop Mafia membership, 99 cents a month. It will open up a lot of exclusive content during the seasons, emojis, loyalty badges, priority in the chat when things are busy, all the cool perks that you get. It will always be 99 cents every single month for the rest of this channel's duration. The Oklahoma State is returning 21 starters, including the NCAA leading rusher after playing in the conference championship last year, and OU and OSU left the conference. Well, there you go, dude. I need to look into them a little bit. D knows more about college football than me. I am not a monster college football buff. Again, I started a file. I got teams listed. I broke them into conferences like my NFL file that I have on here. But I've not done a lot of work on it, and I've just never been a monster guy into college football. Maybe I'll add that as part of the channel. But guys, as this channel continues to grow, it requires a lot of my time. And just doing the Steelers requires a lot of my time, and it's challenging at times. So as we grow, maybe I'll have the opportunity to bring other people on that will be able to add more content in different areas of sport, maybe baseball, Penguins, or hockey in general. Maybe even college football, whatever the sport may be, maybe to add those things and create different playlists and really let things grow. But I always want it to be based around you guys and allowing your voice to be heard. As long as that's the formula and that's the way we handle it, I'm game for anything. I agree. Everybody is sleeping on Pittsburgh. Let them haters pick us to be the basement team. We're going to surprise their asses. Absolutely. Just slim. Y'all don't have a quarterback in such a quarterback-dominated league. I wouldn't say we don't have a quarterback, but the question is, how will Russell Wilson do? Will he have a career resurgence here at 35 years old? Will be 36 years old during the season. Will he be able to have a career resurgence? Does Justin Fields finally fix himself with the NFL processing issues and all the things that he has going on that don't work in his favor? Will he be able to fix those things and show the Pittsburgh Steelers brass that he is a guy that they would be able to invest a 1 or 2 year deal on after this season to allow him the opportunity to lead this franchise into the future, to dictate whether the Steelers, pay him a bag or not? Will that happen? And I don't think the Steelers are quarterback-less. I think they are handicapped at quarterback right now, and we'll continue to see. And you're right, Slim. That's why I can't pick them to be the Super Bowl champions this year, because it is a quarterback-dominated league, 1,000%. Daniel Warman, one more thing. My son went to Pittsburgh to have a brain tumor removed twice. He was in the Marines. I will always love the city of Pittsburgh. I'm a Steelers fan except 2 games a year. Well, prayers for your son, man. I hope that wasn't anything recent. I hope it's behind him and he's been, healed up and all that kind of stuff, man. Thank you for sharing that. Salute to him. Thank him for his service from us here at Mike Drop. Appreciate it very much. Yeah, hoorah. Marine Corps, baby. Awesome. And again, I hope he's well and healed up, man. And Pittsburgh does have amazing hospitals. And bless you and your son. Yeah, because he's a Bengals fan, man. Nah, he's a Bengals fan. Daniel comes in, contributes, man, and talks football with us. Brent, what do the Steelers fans want to see in week 2 of this preseason? What I want to see is more growth from the offensive line. You saw Nate Herbig go down with an injury. Another injury that concerns me is Grayland Arnold at the slot cornerback position. I think you're going to need to see Beanie Bishop continue to try to step up there, but Grayland was starting to emerge as a guy that was potentially going to get some snaps there also. But definitely, I want to see guys at that slot corner position continue to start to grow and pave their path. I want to see that secondary of the Pittsburgh Steelers continue to build and hold themselves together. I still think they could be a really nice group, a well put together group here in 2024, barring injury significance. I really want to see the young rookies grow here some more. I want to see them get more snaps, more opportunities. Zach Frazier in particular, the best center out of the 2023 or the 2024 draft. The best center in my eyes that came out of that class, that had the most experience, the most NFL ready guy, and I think he is going to continue to show that as he did in preseason week 1 with his ability to jump up to the second level, his ability to be athletic enough. I want to see a guy like Mason McCormick potentially start to play more at an NFL level as opposed to a college level. I don't really like how when he pulls, he's using that skip jump technique, behind the line as opposed to squaring up, pulling traditionally like the Steelers like to pull, down the line, square down the line, pulling, doing that kick out block. Mason McCormick is more of a guy that takes that step back and skips across the line when he's pulling, and I don't like that technique. I'd rather see a guy pull in a more squared up traditional way, so I want to see work on that for him. Hopefully he's able to adjust. And again, I want to see guys that are injured continue to battle back and hopefully fill out and make this roster, because there's a lot of guys that are getting injuries now that could potentially be bubble guys on this roster, man. Sean says, I don't believe one player can have that much of an impact. It takes a team to build a dream. Absolutely, and that is the 1,000% truth. Team. Scheme. Team. Those things ring so loud in my ears, man, when I think of a contender. And that's what you need, man. That's got to be your foundation. Theta 13, is Russell starting this game? I would think that he does, but you never know. Again, guys, this injury has been weird. I'm not sure, if they're hiding something with it, if it's more significant than we think. But again, I've been up to training camp. I've watched things where Russell has participated. He's moved. He's been on the run a little bit. He's moved around, made some throws. So I guess we're just going to have to continue to wait and see. I would like to see Russell Wilson, though, start, and I think that will be the case. But we'll, again, have to continue to watch Mikey T and his roster management here in 2024, and if that's going to improve. Because, guys, got to face the facts. You can love Mike Tomlin. You can think he's a good coach. But we got to be real with ourselves. Mike Tomlin has significant deficiencies, and some may think that that may be false, but I can tell you, turn on the game tape and analyze his coaching performance, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about and many others. Yeah, Tom. Too bad we can't just let you hit the Powerball. But I appreciate you, buddy, very much, Tom. John Broadway, no, I believe he would have to just playing around with a new team. Then Pickens could finally be more open, though. Yeah, guys, you're going to get doubled up on Pickens no matter what. They're always going to try to, scheme up a double team on Pickens, really try to slow him down in that aspect. He fought that all last year. He's going to continue to fight that throughout his NFL career. He's a guy that's super talented and good. Our good defensive coordinators aren't going to allow George Pickens to just go out there and dismantle them. They're going to have a game plan to where they pick up a safety over the top. They're going to have game plans in which they try to contain George Pickens. Cap 10 tapped in. What's up? What's up? What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Sean, I hear that Tom working graveyard. Oh, he's talking to Tom. Always entertaining people. What's this about? Just got here. It's about football, baby. NFL football. John Broadway, remember, Yins, how many QBs and coaches for the Clowns have gone through? Yeah, the list is enormous, dude. Enormous. And let's face the facts, guys. Let's look at it. Are you fearful of Deshaun Watson? In my eyes, no. He's never beat the Steelers. I think the Steelers play him very well. I think they play Lamar Jackson very, very well. And Joe Burrow, and they've played him kind of average. I think that they the more they see Joe, the more that they'll be a little bit better. Joe Burrow is one of those ultra talented quarterbacks, far better than Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson, in my opinion. He's a guy that knows how to dissect you through the processing, through his ability to throw wide receivers open. He has dangerous weapons in T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. He has real significant arm talent. So Joe Burrow is him, bro. He's probably the best quarterback inside of the AFC North, hands down, in my opinion. Lamar Jackson, in my eyes, is a one-trick pony. Deshaun Watson, I believe, is a washed-up pervert. That's just the facts. I think Russell Wilson may be old, but we'll have to. The verdict's still out on him. We have to see how he plays inside of the AFC North and what he's able to do. Is he able to have a little bit of a resurgence? Thanks, man. Appreciate you always entertaining. Cap 10, I would say yes, we are one player away, but the quarterback being new to the team makes me skeptical. That being said, we have so much cap space next year, so why not get another weapon? My opinion, when you bring that up, yes, there's tons of cap space next season, but I could say this. Why make moves now that would jeopardize that cap space in 2025 or potentially maybe reel that back a little bit? I think 2025 is going to be ultra exciting, and I think no real crazy moves right now would be wise for Omar Khan, because I think the roster that's currently in place is one in which they could win potentially. But having that versatility next year with the amount of cap space that they're going to have, I think brings a very exciting time to be a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, because I think this team could really go out there and hit some home runs, especially in the free agency market. And they have definitely put two solid draft classes in a row together, 23, 24, both really high-quality draft classes, in my opinion. We'll have to continue to watch them grow, but at least so far, I feel like they've been good draft classes. And again, I just caution Omar Khan not to go out there and make any crazy, hasty moves. John Broadway, what is a team? One that works together and learns how to play as a team? Absolutely, man. Brent, I'm going to give y'all Steelers fans a laugh. Claypool has been thrown on Bill's injury reserve as far as rules go. He's done until week 6 at the earliest if he doesn't get cut. No, he's out, bro. Once you're placed on IR in the preseason, from what I understand from the rules, you're done for the season. Once you're placed on that preseason injury reserve list, that eliminates your 2024 season. And I don't think there's any chance that you can return there. And I think if there is, I think that's like a hold up of a roster spot. And I don't foresee the Bills trying to hold any type of roster spot for Chase Claypool, a guy that was traded away for Joey Porter Jr. in the draft, the number 32 overall pick. And that was absolutely a massive win for the Pittsburgh Steelers, because Chase Claypool was falling off and the writing was on the wall for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Bears got fleeced, bro. Oh, it's an injured toe, Brent? I didn't know which one it was. I thought it was a torn knee. MCL is what I thought it was. we'll take. I know you're a Bills fan, so I trust what you're saying there, Brent. So I'm pretty sure you're probably pretty accurate with that. The real Arthur Smith got some tricks up his sleeve. I honestly think that Arthur Smith's going to come to the table with a new bag of tricks, and that's exactly what he needs to do. And if he wants to be a winner and be a guy and get back to being a top shelf offensive coordinator, offensive unit, ranked in the top 5 of the league, you got to come with some new wrinkles. You can't be predictable, man. All right, guys, we're going to start wrapping this show up. We've been going for about 45 minutes, so we're going to start toning this down a little bit. So if there's anything else of utmost importance, make sure you throw that in there. But again, thank you for the super chat. That was really cool. Appreciate that. We get them from time to time, and I truly appreciate it. I appreciate all my Mic Drop Mafia members. That is awesome. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, do all that good shit. Again, I truly appreciate it. This is one of the few places I think you'll be able to find true, authentic stuff that isn't clickbait type shit and where your voice is going to get heard. So spread the word. Come and help us continue to grow this community. And again, guys, we were very close to hitting that 3,500 mark. So let's get that tonight and make sure you're subscribed if you're not. Epic Expeditions bust, yes. Not Sean. Sean's not a bust. Claypool was, though. Claypool failed. Yeah, he fails everywhere. I think it's a lot of his attitude, too. He has the intangibles. He just has bad attitude. The Steelers have a talent of picking good wide receivers. The only problem is they all seem they are divas. A lot of them have been. Yeah, and they have had a good track record. Yes, they've whiffed on some. The biggest whiff I remember, man, in my time, what about Lima Swede? That was a super whiff, dude. The hopes for him, man, were so high. The potential there. You guys did see that Martavius Bryant signed with the Washington Commanders, so he's back on the NFL circuit, attempting to revitalize his NFL career. He was with the Cowboys last year, didn't get to see any real regular season action or anything. So Martavius Bryant, the book's still not closed, the chapter still not written with his NFL career, this part of his life. Yes, I want to thank him and everyone who served. Yes, we do. Absolutely. Should have kept Mason. D still on that. Peyton Wilson is going to be so much fun to watch. Yes, I agree. No doubt. Tomlin is nothing without Big Ben. Cowher was getting to Super Bowl with Neil O'Donnell. Yeah, the chin, baby. The chin. John Broadway deficiencies, more than that. Smart getting rid of Pickett. He's getting beat out by Tanner McKee for QB2 in Philly. Yeah, Kenny Pickett, no guts, bro. No guts. No guts. No intestinal fortitude. That tells the story. Thank you, Sean. Good night to you. Tom Ford, I can't wait to watch Peyton Wilson play this year. Me too, man. Still with the draft. Absolutely, guys. No doubt. I'm really loving our defense. This is from Willie Johnson. I'm really loving our defense. They have what it takes to be a number 1 defense in the league and get us in the Super Bowl. I think they could be a top 5 defense, guys. 1,000%. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers possess one of those special units there defensively, and they could really get it done, man. The talent that they've amassed over the years here, I think this is one of those years that it could be really special. And again, it's barring health. And is Terrell Austin and Mike Tomlin going to be able to really get that scheme back under control and allow these guys to really utilize their talents of speed and blitz from all over the place, really be unpredictable and bring back that real Blitzburg style of defensive play, that real black and blue style of play, man. I really want to see that again this year and see a resurgence of the Blitzburg Steelers. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. We'll do our drawing, so make sure you turn your notification bell on. We will do it Friday. We'll set that. We will do it Friday. So tell your friends, if you're part of the Mafia, you got to be part of the Mafia. Again, 99 cents a month. We are giving away that Super Bowl 40, Super Bowl XL game plaque. It's beautiful. I'll bring it up tomorrow. Up here and show you guys exactly what it is so you can see. But we are getting rid of that bad boy. Everybody else takes cash. But we're not giving an option this month. We're getting rid of that damn thing. So that's what we're doing. So it'll be a cool piece of memorabilia for any Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And hell, you never know. Take it up to camp. You might be able to get it signed. Thank you, Tom. You too, man. Yeah, training camp wrapped up though too, guys. That's another thing that we didn't talk about. So the Steelers head tomorrow to that joint practice with the Buffalo Bills. So let's keep our fingers crossed that they remain healthy, that they are able to continue to grow, and you will see preseason week 2, game 2 for the Pittsburgh Steelers happening this week. At the end of the week, I think is it a Friday night game? It might be. We'll see. We'll check. And then we'll adjust our live schedule to that. So make sure you turn on your notification bell. If you're not watching it now, you can watch this later once it uploads. And again, subscribe to the channel. Let's hit that 3,500 mark. I hope we did it tonight. We'll have to see. Let me check real quick before we get off. Nope, we didn't hit it. So make sure you go hit it, guys. We'll see if it updates whenever I get off. We'll see if it hit. But let's hit it, man. We were pretty damn close, I think. I think we need 1 or 2 more. So let's make sure you subscribe to the channel and get us to that 3,500 subscribers. All right, guys. Thank you, Danny George. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for contributing in the chat. Without you, the show sucks. So appreciate it so very much. And until tomorrow, I'm Jason. This is Mike Drop Sports. Peace. Thank you.